Hello farmers and welcome back to Hazard County. We are back at the main farm. So are all of our tractors. It is the first day of summer and it's kind of, well, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock. Been doing a little bit of work, contract work since the last episode. And let's just jump right in. As you can see right now, we got $380,000 in the bank account. I did pay off all that money I could before I went to bed, and so I'm not paying that much on interest, but we're still paying like right around 10 grand. But like I said, we got $380,000 now, and the contracts I got done. I did a couple of jobs where I did some sowing corn and soybean. So this one was for $18,100. We'll go ahead and collect that. This one was for $21,500. We'll collect that. I did a plowing job here for $14,000 and another one for $6,000. Oh, and I like it. Every time I collect those, I get new ones. Sowing field 32. We can do that. As for sowing crops, I mean, I did those two fields I just showed you that we did, and I didn't even go through the tank on the seed drill. Field 32. Where is field 32? Best way to find it is I turn all that stuff off, and I can usually find it a little bit quicker. Well, I knew, oh, right down here. That is an odd shaped field, is it not? Do I want to do that for that much money? This could cause a little bit of problem for Courseplay to figure out. But I think I'll go ahead and accept that because I don't need the Dutes Far for anything else, and that's what I'll be using. Or that's what the workers shall be using down there. Yeah, since it's a good contract, we will take that one. It's cotton. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't some other weird crop. Fields 72 and 73. Am I ever going to see a contract on those? Probably not. I don't know why. They're just, I mean, those are the two fields I would like to buy right here, but nothing is being done on them. Yeah, so you can see right here, they're not growing. They've both been cultivated. Yeah, they've both been cultivated, and that's it. Nothing's been seeded in them yet. But it is the first day of summer, and maybe we'll get some contracting jobs on them later on. So I'll bring the Deuce Far down here to field 32 in just a little while. The other thing I did want to mention, and it came to me as I talked about the sheep before, and like why is it getting? It seemed like it got cleaner. My guess is the grass being seasons. So when it spills out here, the grass is decaying, and that's why nothing is showing there. Right now, though, they might be just a little bit. Well, it says 100% clean. That's interesting. But their health is up to 85, and we are getting some wool. So I do want to buy some more sheep because I think we can handle it. It seems like this field here is managing them quite well, and plus today we are going to cut the grass in our field. Actually, I'm going to say fields. This field here, if I want to call it that. We're going to go ahead and cut this grass because we take our little measuring stick, if you will, and come in here. This grass is at 100%. It is below 20%, so when I cut this, it should be non-wet grass compared to wet grass. So we'll do that. And plus today, if we go into forecast. Yeah, so if we go into the forecast today, and I think I might have got this mixed up before. When I see the positive sign is a good day. Today is double positive, so that means drying potential is really good. Not so much in the afternoon. You can see the rain comes and we get down to +1 and then a minus. So I need to get the grass cut immediately this morning so it has time to turn to hay. And then we're going to bale it all. But our grass field up here will come up here. This field up here is not 100%, but we're going to cut it today anyways. It's at 67%, so it's 2/3. I mean, if you go over the field's going to say ready for harvest. So it's got to be in the first harvest stage. But if we come in here, it'll say 67%. 13% moisture, 100% fertilized. But the reason why I want to cut it today, the first day of summer, is I want this grass to grow back and maybe get another harvest done in late fall or whenever in fall. So let's go grab our John Deere. We're going to go ahead and cut this. Now, I am recording this on the day that the Class DLC for the Platinum Edition came out, so I do have that installed. And we'll get, let's get that right now. So I was thinking about getting the baler from the Class DLC, but I changed my mind. And this will be the reason why. So we come in here. Here's a couple. This is the round baler right here. And, or is this the wrapper? A baler turns loose. No, this is the combo baler and wrapper. But we're just looking for a baler. So if we come here, yeah, this one here, it looks nice, but we'll see the difference in why I decided not to go with it. So first off, it's $153,000, a little bit more expensive. And I said, well, we'll just go ahead and do it anyways. But the problem is kind of like the horsepower at 230. The John Deere is not going to be able to handle that. So it's going to have to be the Massey or the Dutes that hauls that around, rather than if I just go with the Krone, which we originally looked at, $95,000, and it only requires 140 horsepower. So, yeah, there's that. Plus, I can make it look like a class by doing this, and just ignore where it says Kuhn. And plus, I can also change this later on to where it can take 8,000 liter bales as well, but we just want 4. So I'm going to save myself like 40 grand, and I can use a John Deere to haul that around. So that's probably what we shall be doing on that. I could also later on, and I was thinking I might even do this, I don't know, maybe not today, but I might trade in the John Deere and trade in for a class, but I would rather keep the John Deere, and the reason why I would rather keep the John Deere is the vehicle shop on this map is a John Deere dealership. So I'd rather keep the John Deere and maybe trade in the Massey Ferguson or something like that. But it may all come down to is, if you remember, yeah, I need to visit the repair shop. Oh, and I was going to move the repair shop. I was going to sell this repair shop and move it, and then I can go ahead and fix this little bump up here. But I need to come up here anyways. As you can see, I need some weight on the front, and right now I just got the front loader attacher. So if we come here, nope, and customize, configuration, thank you, customize, yes, and let me guess, you're going to have detached everything. And it seems like just as I start recording, I get like a frog in my throat here, so hopefully that clears up. Not like you need to know that, but now you do. Let me go ahead and, I'm going to leave that down there because I'm going to customize this. I need to put the front loader back on, because when I head back down to the vehicle shop, we're going to grab the baler with this, and I'm going to bring down the front loader attacher as well, because I need to grab the bale spike. Alright, so let's go ahead and unfold that. And lower everything down as well. I need to unfold that. But what I need to do, and let me turn on the HUD because I haven't done it yet myself. Okay, so there, if you look at the single mower in the back, I'm moving my mouse back and forward. It's changing it. It's changing a lever on the mower, so that should be swath. And if I come here and do the same thing, that should be swath. I hope. Off to work we go. Let's turn that on. Turn that on. And yes, it is coming out as a swath. Perfect. It's better than buying the big M and trying to do it all at the same, trying to do a swath there as well. Now, like I said, I do not know if the sheep pasture is counting this grass here as part of the grass they need to go ahead and feed them. Now, if you're new to seasons and you might be thinking, well, geez, it's coming out as hay. That is not hay coming out the back, even though it has a texture look of hay. It is what we call, I guess, dry grass. So we're going to have to wait a while. Hay in seasons kind of looks a little bit like straw. It'll be that brownish of a color. So I need this to kind of dry up. That's why we're cutting it in the morning hours here. It's before it rains this afternoon. And then I can go ahead and make some bales, 4,000 liter bales. Now I have been told, and I can't remember if I mentioned this last episode or not, but I have been told, so like our sheep require, looks like they can take about 1,000 liters of grass slash hay. But if I give them a 4,000 liter bale, they're going to take all 4,000 liters. But it's only going to show 1,000 liters, I do believe, in the feed trough. So that's where buying more sheep comes in. I want to get it to where their feed trough kind of takes up to about 4,000 liters, so I'm not wasting hay. And plus I need to keep all this hay as well, because when fall comes and we harvest our oats, I would definitely like to get into horses, and we will get paid stable fees, kind of like I was doing on the Pacific Northwest. So in seasons, you're not going to get, it's not every where you're training the horses and you turn around and sell them. In seasons, you're pretty much getting paid for the stable fees. I don't know if it's going to be worth it by having a horse helper or however that works. But we're going to do it anyways, because why not? So it's not going to take us long to mow this, but the good thing is that we can see this mowing package that we have requires 160 horsepower, and the John Deere does have 164. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off. We'll turn that off as well. So I was looking at the tractors from the Class DLC. So I went up to, was it the medium tractors? I think so. We got to come on down here. So I was looking at, this is rather a cheap one. It was at this one here. And if I go with a bigger engine, brings up to 205 horsepower. And if I do the front loader attacher on it, it's not where it hooks up here. If I do the front loader attacher here, it hooks up, the front loader attacher attaches back here. So I can have a weight in the front and a front loader attacher. And it also has a 3-point linkage in the front. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to be doing or not. But as for today, we're sticking with the John Deere. And I would like to keep the John Deere. But I do kind of want to get a class tractor. Now, the one thing I will say about class tractors, at least where I live in the northeastern part of the United States, I do not see class tractors hardly at all. I do see forage harvesters, I do see harvesters, I see the balers, but I never see the tractors. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it is what it is. So here is our grass field. Now, I do not know, is there crop destruction in seasons on grass or not? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. But let's go ahead and let's flip on our mowers again. And make some more swaths. Now, these will dry out eventually today, sometime soon. We got double pluses, so it should be a good drying day. Then after we get this done, we're going to go on down, and we are going to, like I said, bring the John Deere down, grab the baler, the Kuhn baler, and we're also going to grab the front loader attachers and make the bales later on. And right now, I'm just going to use... Alright, so it looks like I could be selling this John Deere, because it is slowing us down quite a bit. Now, also I'm thinking about in the future, and what I mean in the future, it could even be in a couple days or so, there's going to be contracts probably coming up. I don't know if anyone else got any grass fields or not, but there could be contracts coming up for us to go ahead and cut some grass fields. And if this is kind of struggling in some areas, it may be worth looking into selling this John Deere, because it's just on the edge of this mower. So at the flip of a snap of a finger, flip of a coin, whatever you want to say, I was trying to say both at the same time, I could just decide all of a sudden, yep, we're selling the John Deere and we're going to get one of those class tractors. But right now we'll go ahead and keep this because money is of importance to us. Because we still do not have a harvester. Now, I may have changed my mind on the harvester that I'm going to use on this map. I don't know. The class Lexian might be my new choice. And I guess I'll tell you at this point, I was thinking about going with a John Deere harvester, which I have yet to use. It is a modded John Deere harvester. The Class Lexian does look really nice. It does hold about 4,000 more liters than what I was looking at. So the Class Lexian will hold like 18,000 liters, and the John Deere I was looking at will hold 14. But the price difference is what's going to really kill us, because the John Deere I was looking at is going to cost me maybe just around 200 grand. Really cheap. Probably too cheap for what it is. But the Class Lexian's like $500,000. So I might be sticking with the John Deere, and maybe in the future here, maybe our second harvester will be the Class Lexian on this map. I don't know. Kind of going day by day here. I really sure brought the Dukes Fire down and started on that contract. But now that I look on the upper right hand corner, if we look at the forecast, rain is already showing up in the forecast, which is not what I want. That's going to suck, because if it starts to rain, this dry grass is what we have will turn into wet grass, and then I'm going to need to windrow it. Or excuse me, I'm going to need to ted it. And if I ted it, then I'm going to have to windrow it. Hopefully it dries in time before the rain hits. So that's why I want to get on down by the baler so I can bale it as soon as possible. And I don't want to leave it out in the rain, because I'm not sure. I think I tried it in testing, but I think if you leave it out in the rain, the bales are going to deteriorate faster than if you put them in a shed somewhere where it's nice and dry. So depending on how many bales we get off these two fields here, will determine what I do with the grass next time we mow it in the fall. I will mow it in the fall, whether it's ready for harvest or not, just because. But the first time I mow it, hopefully I get enough bales off it. I think I'll be very comfortable with about 10 bales in storage, because, well, obviously I can't cut grass in the winter, and it looks like it's going to take a full spring for the grass to grow. So I need to get through 2 seasons to feed the sheep and the horses. I'm not sure if I'll get the cows on this Let's Play or not. I guess it all depends on how fast the farm grows, because I don't plan to, when I hit the second season, I'll probably slow down on the contracts I'm doing in between episodes. I mean, if I wasn't doing contracts right now, I don't know where we'd be on this map, but I mean, I've done a lot of contracts, as you have seen, and right now I only have $439,000 to my, I don't want to say to my credit, because it's not really ours, it's the bank's money that I'm dealing with. Let's do that. And nope. There we go. Let's go ahead and pick that up, fold it up, and we'll go put these away. Then I got to take the weight back off the John Deere. Now that I keep saying it, but you can see what I'm saying. What I'm getting ready to say is I got to keep changing the weight to the front loader attacher just to use the John Deere. And we kind of struggled a little bit right there going up a minor hill with the mower. I mean, I don't have many hours. I only got 2.4 hours on this John Deere. So I am going to take a hit selling this thing. I got to think about it on the way down. Let's go ahead and just don't drop anywhere. That's good. I really not sure. I mean, it's something I should do for sure. That's not pulling in the correct way, but can you at least attach, please? Nope. Maybe the John Deere knows I'm thinking about selling it. It's like, I'm not gonna work for you now. Oh, I don't have the front loader attacher on. Yeah. John Deere's. Right, so let's go up here and customize this. Customize it or sell it? Well, let me repair it here for $90. Okay. I'll get $125,000 for it the way it is. Hang on a second. So how much was that? Where was it? Okay, it's not that much more. So if I were to set this up the way I like, plus it does take narrow tires. I usually get to wide tires and weights. The engine setup. GPS, I'm going to say yes. Front loader attacher. That does bring it up to 160. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just hemming and hawing here. You know what? I think we're going to have to. For many reasons. One, the John Deere just isn't quite cutting it there. And plus, the Class DLC just came out, or the Platinum Edition, sorry. The Platinum Edition just came out, and I don't have a Class, even though, like I said, yeah. All right, so we're just going to head and do that. While we're in the store, let's go ahead and go to baling technology. Let's go down here to where I need to be. And we're going to go ahead and do this and that to make it kind of look like the Class. I'm going to keep the bales at 4,000 liters. Go ahead and buy that. There we go. I think we're all set now. Oh, we're down to $174,000. I am going to get some money back here shortly. What we are going to do... is that front loader... Can I stick... I'm trying to see if I can stick the front loader on front of the Dude's Fire. Because I do need to pick up a bale spike that's down there. I'm not sure this will fit on here. I'm not sure if I even have a front loader attacher on here. Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and sell the John Deere, and I can pick up the bale spike later on here. No, that's not what I want to hit. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more money back here. John Deere, you were good for us, but you're just on the edge of not really working for us. So, nope. Nope, that's I'm still hitting the wrong buttons. R, yes. I mean, I can't. I got to prepare it for $1 because it's running. Alright. Sell this vehicle. Yes. So no more John Deere. That lasted a couple days. Had it for the spring. Alright, so we do have a tractor and a baler waiting for us down there. So, yeah, this grass is now considered... I'm not sure if this will actually show up. It says 0%. It says grass. I think it's actually showing this grass. Yeah, because it's 0% grown. But this will change, like I said, to a color of straw. We'll see later on, hopefully before the rain comes. Oh, wow, it's already 11 o'clock in the morning, huh? I better get on down and we'll get this guy to work. We'll go pick up our new tractor. Yeah, hit the barn, why not? And our new baler. Maybe by the time we come back, the grass has changed over to hay, and we can bale it on up. But first things first is I need to go fill this up. Fill her up with some seed, go on down to field whatever it was, and I keep forgetting that there's a turn in here. And plant whatever they're asking us to plant in there. So I'm going to fill this up, drive on down. I'll meet you at field 20, 30, 31, whatever field number it was. And we'll get this guy going on course play. And then we'll go pick up some of our new equipment. Alright, just double checking the contract here. It is field 32 for cotton. So we got a full seed row tank set on cotton. Course generation, field 32. Want you to do 3 headlands going clockwise. The width looks right. And this could take, sometimes I hit course play in this map because of the way the fields are kind of shaped. Course play looks at, actually that was pretty darn quick. Course play looks at it for a second and says, what the heck? And then it kind of figures it out. Go ahead and drive course, and we'll see what happens to you later on. It is $16,000, $16,500 we're getting paid for that. But right now, let's head on down to the shop. Actually, we'll jump on down to the fuel station. Now there's my bale spike still sitting there. So there is our class. Is it Zerion or Arion? It's Arion. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I really don't mind not being able to change the colors on it because, you know, it's class. It's kind of new. Yes, I realize there's been a lot of mods for... Is it okay? I'm going to say class or is it class? I guess I've heard it pronounced both different ways. But either way, I'm going to probably say class. So yeah, deal with that. Let's go ahead and hitch this right up to our new baler, which the colors do match, which is good. So yeah, we just upped up by 80 horsepower, which should definitely help us out mowing some more grass around our farmyard a little bit better. It wasn't that bad, but just planning on the future, if I do take a contract to where it says make silage bales, I can go ahead and do that. Now, I was looking at the price guide. I don't know if it was with you guys or if it was when I was doing contracts, but right now it looks like the best price for silage is going to be like in the winter months. I thought it might be like in the spring. Just because, you know, usually make silage by cutting down corn. And, well, you know how to make silage. Well, if you haven't been playing Farming Simulator for a while, yeah, you make silage by compacting down grass and covering it, and it ferments. Same, you can do that with a lot of crops. But you would think that the springtime would be the high demand for silage because you would cut grass like we just did here in summer, and then you would have silage in a day or two, and all the way through fall and then early winter, the price would start maybe going up because, you know, I have nothing to harvest. And when springtime comes, you would think, I would just assume the springtime. But right now, going by the price guide by seasons, wintertime is the time, I guess, to sell silage. Right now, the price is just like $100, which is not ideal. So that's why I have no problem taking all the grass that we have, letting it dry into hay, and making some hay bales. Now, there is... Am I driving past it so I can take you guys right there? Or where is that? We do have a silage maker, if you will. I forgot where that is, though. Bakery. Or wait, is that my way up? No, it's a sawmill. If I remember, I'll look for it later on instead of me just sitting here clicking on for a while. But I do believe, and I don't know why this came to me, I can either take grass and or hay there and it'll make silage, which is kind of interesting. But I thought it would just take grass, but it takes grass and or hay, and it takes that as an input, and it will compact it for you and make silage. But we have our Dude's Fire running. I'm not getting no messages yet. That's a good thing. It's not raining yet. That's also a good thing. Still morning hours, so hopefully it doesn't rain for a while. Fingers crossed that when we get back, our grass has turned to hay and we can make some bales. Then I'll just have to put the front loader on this, come back on down the store, grab my bale spike, and get the bales in our brown barn ASAP. Well, since the grass has not turned to hay yet, I decided to come on down, get the bale spike. And that's when I found out more problems. I did call down to the store. I said, hey, I got the John Deere front loader attacher. It will not hook up to the class tractor. And they just started laughing. So I sold the John Deere front loader attacher that we had because it will not hook up to the class. The class does actually have its own front loader attacher. And it does come with 2 front loader attachers. And it actually has one attacher just for this model right here. So I spent $8,000 for the front loader attacher, or not the front loader itself, and I only got $4,000 for the John Deere that we had. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's $4,000, and really not going to complain too much. So yeah, we're on the way down to the store. Well, we're at the store. We'll grab our new front loader attacher. Is it the attacher, or is it just considered a front loader? But at least the colors do match. I will have to grab the bale spike while we're here. I mean, that's what I was coming down for anyways. And we'll need to change the color of the bale spike. So there is our front loader. I mean, they could have mentioned something when I was purchasing said tractor. Alright, we'll come over here and hitch up to that. So there is the bale spike. I probably should have got the... I did see on the Mod Hub a while ago. Is that the CSZ or CSZ, however you want to pronounce it, where it's an autoloader where I can stack 3 bales. Let's go here, tab, customize that. I want to change the color to, we're going to go with this color here. Customize, should charge me nothing. Thank you. Just so when it's on the ground, it's easier to see. I don't know how long we'll have that for. Like I said, depending how many bales of hay we get off these 2 fields. But if we get a lot, then I may just download. I kind of forgot to download it. I was kind of excited when I got home today to at least look at the Class Edition, Platinum Edition, see what's in there. Quite a few stuff. I think they said over 35 pieces of equipment were added to the game in the Platinum Edition. So, but my main concern actually right now is the rain. You know, it's scheduled to rain at 3 o'clock. It is now noon. And my grass, you know, I think it usually takes about 4 hours to turn. So I'm cutting it extremely close. What I probably will do, if it does happen, when the grass does turn to hay, and it hasn't rained yet, I'm turning the speed down to ×1 because I do not want it to start raining while we're baling the hay. But I mean, the good news is the grass was below 20% moisture when we mowed it. So I'm hoping it just takes 4 hours to dry. It's a really good drying day. So fingers crossed. I mean, you can see that's cloudy now, and yeah, the rain is on the way, but I'm on the way back to the farm, and I'm going to watch the paint dry, or watch the grass turn, hopefully. Well, not the best of news. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. The grass has not turned, and if you look closely, it is starting to rain. I had a couple thoughts while I was sitting here waiting for it to turn, what I could do. I thought about, well, I could just bale it and just have grass bales. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the hit. We're going to let it rain. Well, it's not like I have a choice. It's going to rain. So this grass is going to turn into wet grass. I'm probably going to lose some grass overnight as well. But if we look at the forecast for tomorrow, I mean, it should stop raining sometime tonight, but tomorrow is a good day all the way through Sunday. I mean, no rain in the forecast whatsoever. 0% precipitation all the way until, like, I'm going to assume that's going to be 6 o'clock in the evening before we get any chance of rain. But it's going to be a windy day, so the grass is going to dry. It's just going to suck that I am going to lose some grass here. But, you know, I don't. It's the early stages. I probably should have waited another day, but I thought this grass would turn to hay before it started to rain. While I was waiting, I was doing a couple things. So if you remember before, I tried to level the land around the farm or the shed here. And remember there was a big hump here? There's been like, I don't know, 4 or 5 updates since I tried that. So I said, well, I'm sitting here waiting to do nothing. Let me try it. And sure enough, you can now level the ground around this, the red barn here. So it's going to be easier to come in here with our bales and whatever I decide to put in here. So I raised it everywhere, so it's not going to be that much of a hump. What else did I do? Oh, I put some of my equipment away. I put the plow away, the Massey Ferguson away. Yeah, our new class tractor, baler, and whatnot was waiting to go. Maybe if it doesn't rain hard enough, maybe this won't turn into wet grass, but I assume it will. I got our pickup truck ready to go pick up some more sheep. We'll probably do that. I was going to do it after I got the bales made, but I don't want to do it just yet because I want to make sure I got enough. And then I sold the garage that I had here. It's like, well, it's still there. I thought if I sold this garage here, I'll level out the land that's here and put the garage down here. So I sold this, and it won't let me flatten out the area where this garage was. It just says this terrain is terraformable. What's that word? You cannot terraform this land here now. Probably because I put that garage there. So I said I might as well put it right back to where it was. Maybe later I'll try putting it back down here. Maybe it was a glitch or something. I don't know. But I sold this, and I couldn't terraform here. Terraform, that's where I'm kind of looking for. Yeah, so I decided to leave it here. I was trying to flatten this out and just make it look better. So yeah, we do have our baler, our new tractor, which I was not thinking about getting. What we do, I mean, we were wondering that anyways with the John Deere, if the horsepower was good enough. Here it seemed okay, but it's kind of flat. Up there, not so much. Yeah, we slowed down to about 4 miles an hour, so who knows what the future would have held in store for our mower. But now that is down to one fertilization stage. So after I pick up or make bales and pick them up, we will go ahead and refertilize it. But that'll be probably like tomorrow. As for our Dutes Fire, he is 78% done on putting some cotton down here. The one thing I didn't check when I set a course is I forgot to activate go around islands. So Courseplay was trying to do this section of the field by going right through this island. So I had to recalculate it, and now he's going back and he's doing what he needs to do. Yes, it's unfortunately that the rain came too soon. I'm still. It's not raining hard, but I don't think the grass is going to turn to hay right away. So I'm probably going to have to wait another day. When midnight comes, I'm probably going to lose. I mean, I don't know how much is even here. I'm trying to think what's the percentage you lose. I don't know if there is a percentage you lose, but we will lose some of this grass here. I hope not all of it. I may have a second guess about doing this, so maybe when I get done recording, I'll just do some quick research to see how much grass I will lose. It used to be, I think it used to be like half of the grass you used to lose. Was that in 15 or 17 that you lost like half the grass that you had down? I don't remember, but I think in 19 they reduced that quite a bit. But it's starting to rain a little bit harder, and the forecast is rain all the way through into the early evening hours. So we'll have to wait to use our Kuhn baler. That kind of looks like a class baler. Our new Arion tractor that we bought that has 80 more horsepower, so we shouldn't have any troubles whatsoever. I need to repaint my pallet fork for the sheep and also the bucket that I have. But I'm glad I got the terraform around here, so it's not going to be a big hump. It's going to be easier to put our bales in here for our sheep and for our horses. As for our wool, it's slowly coming along. We will go ahead. I think we'll maybe when I start next episode, we'll go ahead and buy our sheep anyways. And we'll see what happens with this grass during the rest of the day anyways. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for now. We're going to let that Dutes Fire finish down there. I'll get my $16,500, which would be nice because we're not bad. We're going to be right at $300,000 that I can borrow. I don't know if I can borrow any more now that I bought new equipment. No, I max, not repay, but borrow. Yeah, day by day, this total that I can borrow goes lower and lower. That kind of sucks, but we're not really selling anything other than just doing contracts. I need to expand the farm in order to probably get a bigger loan. So more contracts to do, and more sheep to buy, and bales to make. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching always. I'll catch you next time on Hazzard County, Georgia. But until then, have a good one.